Hey you, yes you, it's here. It's time. I've been talking about it. I've been amping it up, at least a little bit for this one. My horror mod for Minecraft 1.18.2 is out now. The link will be in the description, and this video will be posted as help with that mod. I am going to be explaining a few things about it today to help you, to help me help you, help you enjoy what Emily and I made. I will lead you through the initial process of what's going to happen when you start. Before I get too far into this, I'd like to ask you if you'd like to, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps a lot. It would help support me. If you want to support more, you can also donate. There will be a link at the CurseForge link for this mod, and there'll be one in the comments down below if you'd like to donate to support me doing this, which I really enjoy doing. So if you want to help the channel, be sure to do one of those things. Like, subscribe, or donate. Thank you. Okay guys, so basically the overworld isn't really changed all that much. A few things that did change were the crows. Crows fly around. They just kind of soar, hover, and fly and enjoy life. They drop feathers. They're crows. And thought it was a good idea to add those in. Same aspect goes, we added scarecrows that are horrifying at night. They spawn at night here, and their eyes glow in the dark. It's really cool. Defeat them, you get marshmallows, you can make s'mores. I do recommend having JAI or NEI installed so you can do all the recipes and stuff so you know what all they are. That's really convenient that way. But the big thing you're going to want to do is look for the lab entrance, which I did find one over here. It's in a plains biome. That's where they spawn, is in plains biomes. So make sure you find one, and that's where you're going to start this whole thing. Now, I do recommend you have diamond gear and just be fully ready for this, golden apples and stuff. Because there's going to be 4 bosses to face, technically 5, but we'll get into that in a minute. Basically, you'll find the lab entrance, you'll find Sarah here. Give her a good right click, she'll explain to you the dialogue, give you a key, and you can start the whole thing. Basically, once you enter the lab, it's all self-explanatory. There's going to be a bunch of lore, signs, books. It'll tell you all you need to know. Make sure you read everything. It'll help you out in the long run. But the gist of what it adds, there's 3 dimensions that I added in. The cryptid dimension, the creepypasta dimension, and the SCP dimension. Now, the SCP dimension is not ready yet. I didn't make it yet. If you use it now, you'll enter like one biome that shouldn't even be there, and it's not supposed to be used. So really, I wouldn't go there. It's not ready. If you don't want to delete your dimension folders and deal with that later, I just don't bother. But the creepypasta dimension and cryptid dimensions are ready to go to, and the lab will give you access to them and the keys you'll need to get there. In the creepypasta dimension, you will have Slenderman and Jeff the Killer. Jeff the Killer will have a grave with a structure that you will spawn in and go through. It's a high school. I won't explain much more than that, but that's how you'll get to him. Slenderman, there will be several structures. 8 of them, in fact. I'm pretty sure a lot of you know where I'm going with this. There will be 8 pages to get, and then you can fight him in boss form. And you'll get rewards for these boss fights, as well as the cryptids, which includes Siren Head and Bigfoot. Bigfoot's the easiest one to take down, and he offers one of the most valuable, useful things, I think, so I recommend taking him down. But Siren Head is meant to be more endgame. He's kind of one of the hardest ones. He has like 1,000 HP. It's ludicrous. So yeah, I'd save him till closer to the end if I were you. But when you get to those 2 dimensions, depending which one you go to, you will get a guide of what they are, what they look like, and their stats and how to spawn them. It'll tell you more in there. But basically, you just need to find this lab, and it'll explain the rest to you. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments, wherever, and I'll try to explain there, but I did it all in the mod. Now, the one thing that is not included in that is the fact that the demon cats in the Scorched Plateau biome, which is in the creepypasta dimension, it's where Jeff the Killer's high school will be when you find his grave and right-click on it. You'll find demon cats. You kill demon cats, you either get bones or blood clots. These blood clots are very important because you can use those to make the pentagram. Using a concrete and 5 blood clots, you'll make a pentagram, and then if you surround it at all 5 points with black candles, do it in the dark if you can, and try to leave like 12 blocks above and just kind of make sure this whole area is cleared out. You can do this at night in the overworld if you really want to. It doesn't really matter. But light off 5 candles and a demon will spawn, or the 5th and hidden boss, Lucifer. Lucifer is the true endgame boss, who is a brutal beast with 1,000 HP as well, and he is hell. Like, I tested him and he is chaos incarnate. But that aside, I'm not going to explain a whole lot more so you can have fun with it. But if you do want a full walkthrough video, I'd be happy to make one for you. Just make sure you leave a comment down below and say that you want one. I'd really appreciate it. But we'll get into the rewards for them real quick, and then we'll set off on our merry way to have some fun, shall we? So let's start with Slenderman. Slenderman, after you get the 8 pages, you will fight him in combat, and if you defeat him, he will drop his tentacle. Now, this tentacle is great because it says you are most resistant in the dark, and that is very true, because if you hold this while you're in light level 2 or less, you will have resistance 10. And that is going to save you, especially on mining trips and things if you're in the dark. But the tentacle has a secondary purpose that is kind of hidden. You'll unlock it, though, when you get the tentacle. Basically, if you stick it in here with this, you'll get the tentacle bat. And when you craft the tentacle bat, it says, I heard you like keeping the enemies away. But it doesn't have anything on it. However, when you craft it and take it, it has knockback 10 and sweeping edge 10. So if you find something that's near you and you don't want it to be near you, I don't know, let's say this poor crow right here. He gone. See, he way over there now. Gonzo. Next up, we have the knife of Jeff the Killer. That's right, Jeff the Killer's knife. Why would you want his knife, you ask? Well, aside from looking like a plain knife with blood on it, it's actually really useful in the fact that you can swing it and hit with it as many times as you want to. There is no timing on it. You can just beat into oblivion with it. The only drawback, 20% of the time, when you swing it, you will also take damage. So that's why it says stab mercilessly, but with caution. Because if you aren't careful, you could kill yourself with it. Next up, we have Siren Head. Siren Head being the kind of endgame boss with 1,000 HP. This is his head. It's not just a picture, it's his head. And, yeah. It's Siren Head's head, guys. But it's not just a keepsake to have. You can also troll your friends with it by putting it down somewhere and giving it a redstone power. If they're, like, over there or something, for example, it'll play that sound every time a redstone signal is put into it. So it's really freaking ominous, especially if you're like, huh, what? Where'd that come from? Next up, we have the feet of Bigfoot. That's right. It's Bigfoot's feet. You kill Bigfoot, you get his feet, and you wear them. And you wear them in style. When you get them at first, they will be Bigfoot's feet strength. So when you wear them, you'll have strength 5. Always, until they die, until they break, or you take them off. However, Bigfoot is not just known for his strength, he's also known for his elusiveness, which I took note of. When you craft it in the crafting table, you can craft it into Bigfoot's feet speed. And you can craft them back and forth, which you could probably abuse to get durability back, but I don't really care about that. Basically, these ones give you speed 5, labeled speed, and the other ones give you strength 5 as long as you're wearing them. Very effective, very fast. And they have a pretty cool custom model. And last but not least, we have the Hand of Lucifer. Where's the Hand of Lucifer come from? I'll give you a big hint. It's in the name. You cut off Bigfoot's feet, you cut off Lucifer's hand. Good job. What does that do for you? Simple. You like beef? Me too, but I prefer mine cooked. It sets anything and everything on fire. For funsies, really. That's about it, just for funsies. So now you have the power to set things on fire. But it's different from fire aspect because it doesn't really break. Which is probably why it's called the Power of Eternal Flame. But yes, that is a basic gist of what this adds for you. So if you download my mod today, be sure to go find a lab entrance and just read the dialogue and check all the signs and things so you know what to do. And just have a good time. And if you can beat all 5 of these bosses, great. Good for you. I'd love to hear about it. Let me know what you think about it. You have any ideas, comments, concerns? Comment below. Leave them down to me. Just let me know what you think, and I will happily take any ideas into consideration. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Thank you for playing. And again, anything, leave it down below. Like, subscribe, donate, play, and just enjoy. Have a great day, guys. Later.